Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about one of the important video conferencing tools that is very new but yet uh, not used by many, and that is a part or integrated part of Google services. So we can use that particular video conferencing tool right from our Gmail account. So the name of that tool is Google Meet, and it is an integrated tool which comes up with your Gmail account. So you need not install it separately, or your participants need not install it separately. So we'll today see how to use it. So to start a video conferencing session with your participants, you have to first create a schedule for the meeting. So now we are going to see how to create a schedule for a meeting in a Google Calendar and how to share that meeting with your participants. Moreover, forward in the lecture, we will see that how we can take a real-time class using this Google Meet, and how we can use an inbuilt whiteboard tool, that is Jboard of Google, to draw, sketch, and share your writings with your participants. So we'll see that in the live session that I will take with my students. For the time being, we are just concentrating on how to create a meeting. So I will invite first all my students for a meeting that is going to be scheduled. Now it is 8:37. I'm going to schedule it for 10 o'clock. So I am going to just schedule that meeting now and send the invitation to my students. So let us see how to do it. So first you have to log in into your Google account. So this is my Google account. I have already logged in. Now you can see here there are dots, Google Apps. For Google Apps, these dots are coming. So just click on these dots, right hand side upper corner. So now here you can just go on and go on to your calendars, right? If you are in mobile, you can download calendar apps from Google and you can use it. So now let me create this one. So today is 17th and I want my meeting to be held at 10 o'clock. So this is the schedule, 10 to 12 I want here, right? You just have to click that particular cell where your meeting should be scheduled. So right, this is today is 17th and this is 10 o'clock, 10 to 11 schedule. So just click on that cell, the intersection of that day and time cell, and just add a title for your meeting. So I am going to teach today class 11, and that is my video virtual conferencing number 28. So I will write virtual conferencing, virtual class 28. This is my virtual 28th class, and you can name it anyway, but I am naming it like this. And I am going to teach them file programming today, and that would be the second session of my file programming. So session 2. I have previously taken one session, so session 2. Now you just check out the time and date schedule. It is okay, June 17. Now this is 10:30. This is giving 10:30. You can just change it to 10, right? I want it to be between 10 to 11. Now Google allows you to take only 1 hour class. This is the restriction with Google Meet, right? So 1 hour class schedule will be made. Now here you can see add guests, right? So there is an option add guests. Just click on add guest and it will allow you to type the Gmail addresses of your users or any email addresses of your users. Now I have a collection of email addresses that is I have kept prior to the class. I will just copy and paste these email addresses. This is my student's email address and it is being kept with me. So I will just add them as a guest. Okay. Now you can see here all the email addresses have come here. Now whether this will allow you to this this may not allow you to enter this all these email addresses at the same time. So what you have to do is just see that whether it allows you to do that or not. Yes, Anubhav Mandal is there. got it. And then you can just add more people, add guest. So just copy and paste all these scheduled students one by one, and you can go on. So this is the second student's account. Likewise, you have to type. Okay, you have to type with all these things. So don't put a comma over here. Now you just add him. So like that, you may add as many as guests as possible. So you can see here it is given that up to 100 participants can be participating in a particular conference. So you can just add those names of all the participants who are going to add it up. So just you can see, you can add them one by one, or you may add at a time. Okay. So like that, you will just add them one by one, and this is okay. Now you save it. You save it. Save that. As soon as you are saving it, it would ask you, would you like to send invitation emails to Google Calendar guests? Just right here, send. Just click on send, and it will send your invitations to your participants, all the participants. Now the invitation has been sent to my participants, and at the scheduled time they will connect to me with the Google Meet, and we will see how we can take the classes, virtual classes, using Google Meet at that stipulated time. So let's meet up in the meeting. Okay, now that we have created or scheduled our meeting, often it is that after creating the meeting, we feel that okay, something has to be changed, or the schedule has to be changed, or say I have written something wrong, some wrong instruction in the meeting. So you can edit that meeting anyway, right? After means before the proper startup of meeting, you can just edit the meeting in in a way, right? So to edit a particular meeting that you have scheduled earlier, you have to go to that meeting, just click on the meeting, yeah, on the calendar app, and just see here I have wrongly written one thing here, that is class 11, right? And I just forgot to mention that it is a chapter belonging to class 12. So I have to do what? I will just simply change it to class 12. Okay, the caption I have been changing to class 12. Save. And suppose that I want to extend my meeting from 10 a.m. to some other particular time, so I can extend it to other time. But since I have told my students to attend at 10 a.m., so I will not change it. I'm sticking to that time right now. So 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is what I am going to take my class. Okay. Now, apart from this edit option, one more thing I want to mention is that we have sent invitation one by one based upon email addresses of a student. Now, suppose if you don't want to send individual individual email addresses, you want their email address not to be known by anybody, or you don't want to share it, or you don't want to even use their email address. So what you have to do is just copy paste this meeting ID or meeting link. You can see here I am highlighting it. This is your meeting link, the scheduled meeting link. Just copy it. Just Control C and copy it. And now you can go to your WhatsApp, and you can send this link to your WhatsApp group to the students, so that they can click on that particular link on the scheduled time, and they can join directly without going into their Google account at all. But in that case, one thing is to be remembered is that they will not directly join, they will not be allowed directly to join the meeting, as you have not invited them using calendar, right? As you are just sharing the link, and anybody can share the link to them, right? It's not that the teacher is sharing, anybody can share them the link. So when they will join in the real time session, you have to allow them one by one by allowing them by clicking allow, and that would require some time. So you have to take some time in your hands, say for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, because a lot of people will come to your classes, and they will ask you to join the session in this way, right? So you have to allow them one by one, and after all of them are being in your class, you can start your class. So now I am going to just share this link with my students in WhatsApp group so that they can join the meeting. So what I will do, just copy it and I will open my WhatsApp. Okay, now I am going to my group. So this is class 12 science group, and I want them to join this meeting. So I will write here meeting for class 12 computer science students. Time is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Join using ID link, join using link, this paste, I'm pasting the link, okay, and they will join at the stipulated time. So I am forwarding this link to my WhatsApp group. So this is another way of sharing your link, but remember, you have to individually allow them to join the meeting on the real time, right? So this is one of the. So now since we have created our class schedule, and we will take the class, right? Now in the class we need to use some sort of whiteboard. So Google provides us a very useful tool called as Jamboard, which we can use it as whiteboard while taking our online classes or virtual classes using Google Meet. So during Google Meet, I will use this Jamboard. I will try to use this Jamboard, and I will evaluate whether that Jamboard is working fine in online environment or not. Right now I am not in the class, I am in offline environment, and I will now use whether the Google Jamboard is working fine or not. Though I am connected to net, but I am not in my live class right now. So let me see whether the Jamboard can be used or not easily. So let us find out just how to use Jamboard. It's quite easy to use Jamboard. Just simply you have to log into your account, Google account. While taking your class, you will be in your Google account. Just go to these dots, the Google services dots, and from here just browse down, and you can see that while browsing down, you can see that there is something called Jamboard, which you can observe. Just see here, this is the Google default whiteboard which you can use, this Jamboard right here. So just click on this Jamboard and it will open up a tab for you where the Jamboard software will be displayed. It will show you all your Jamboards, the previous Jamboards that you have used, means the whiteboards you have used. So I have used few of the whiteboards. Those whiteboards will be saved in your Google Drive automatically. You need not save it explicitly. It will be saved automatically whenever you are using that Jamboard. Okay, that is a very important good feature, where all your whiteboard stuffs will be automatically saved into your Jamboards, right? Automatically it would be saved. So let me show you how to create this Jamboard. It is very easy to create a Jamboard to read and to take the class or whiteboard class based class. So just click on this plus button. See here, one plus button is here. Just click on this new Jam. So it will create a Jamboard, a new Jamboard for it. Okay, so click on this plus button and it will show up you that board, that whiteboard will be shown to you. Now you can see on the left side of it, the toolbox is there. These are the toolboxes where you have pen tool, you have a erase tool, you have a pointer or selection tool, you have a sticky note tool, and you have a add image tool, right? And after that you have a laser tool to just point to those to a particular point on your board, right? So this is a pointing tool. This laser board is a pointing tool. So I will the first thing that you need to do is that you have to choose the background of your whiteboard. Now it is simple plain white, but sometime it will not be very good for the eyes of students to see for a very
long time to a whiteboard, right? So just make it as black. I would prefer the background as black, and change the color of your pen to white, so that it appears black on white on black. Okay, now you can see here there are 5 different types of pens, right? Pen, then we have marker, we have highlighter, we have brush. So just take pen, that's enough. Now just click outside, and using a pen tablet as a pointer, though you can write with your mouse, but that would not solve the purpose. The main important tool that you should have with your this one is that you should have a pen tablet with you, so that you can write on the whiteboard very swiftly. So have a pen tablet. I will have a separate session on pen tablet attached to this video, you can just see it. So pen tablet you can attach with it, and you can simply write with that pen tablet over here, right? I have a pen tablet and I have attached it, and now I can swiftly write on this blackboard, actually not whiteboard now, but the software name is whiteboard. Okay, so now you can see, like black, you have many other backgrounds too. Say for example, if you are wanting, if you need to draw a graph, then you have a graphical board also. You can use this graph to draw graphs, right? In mathematics, while teaching mathematics and science, right? You can use them to draw a graph आप बना सकते हैं. You can use graph, right? So this is one thing that is very much good. So you have this blackboard, and here you can write anything. So now you can write, you can start with your class. As for, say for example, you want to teach, say today I want to teach about different types of data files. So I will simply write data files. Now you can see very swiftly I can write on this whiteboard data file handling, and with a very less practice you can excel this art of writing on a whiteboard with a pen tablet. Okay, so you can swiftly write, but we have to check whether this swiftness is present while taking the online classes or not, when we will use this whiteboard with ongoing online classes, right? So we have to check for that swiftness, whether that is available with the live classes or not, because that there comes the factor of internet speed, there comes the factor of other things, like how well these softwares are dealing when the session is live. Okay, so that is one purpose that we will sort out. So for the time being you can write anything over here, it's quite working fine. And there is eraser, you can take the help of eraser to rub it. देखिए आराम से, you can just rub it out. You can change the color of your pen if you want. Say for example, take orange, it will look very nice on the black. Okay, so and you can write anything, say for example point wise. Now suppose that after writing few lines your whiteboard is full. Now you want next page. What to do? Just see here on the top, you are on the page 1 of your whiteboard. Just click on this create frame. Just click on create frame, it will create a new whiteboard for you. Just choose the blackboard, that black background, take the ample pen color, and then you can start continue the session with the whiteboard, right? And you can write it very swiftly, but with mouse you will find difficulty to write on the whiteboard, so you have to go with the pen tablet. I will advise you to go through with the pen tablet. Now you can see that you can move on to the previous boards too very swiftly. You can use these arrows, okay, navigation arrows, and you can just move on from one whiteboard to another whiteboard. Now you see here one button is there, clear frame. Just click on this clear frame, all the things will be rubbed off from your board. Okay, but suppose that accidentally you have rubbed off, then there is undo button, right? You can just click on undo or redo to undo or redo your last tasks, right? You can also zoom the whiteboard as much as possible, which may be convenient for your students or participants of the meeting, right? Now let me show you another feature of this whiteboard which is very important, and that is sticky notes. You can keep some notes over, you can write few things. Say for example, why your teaching points, say you want to browse these points, so you can just previously you can just jot down few teaching points, and 1 2 3 4 and you can just type them, and you can stick those points on your whiteboard somewhere, right? And this will create this one. Okay, now your teaching point will be available with you, and using that you can just go on. So this sticky notes can be just sticked on your whiteboard here and there, wherever you want. Now suppose you want to explain a figure or a picture, then you can add image. Just see here on the left side on the menu, you have add image option. Just click on the add image. You can drag and drop, or you can select from your computer a picture. Okay, you can select a picture and you can use on those you can use that picture to display, right? For example, I want this screenshot for example, this picture. I am uploading that picture to this particular part, and it is being uploaded. Okay, it is being uploaded, and as you can see, this is variance and covariance right, functions. And now you can explain them with a pen on it, right? You can explain this picture with the help of pen, right? So you can just write here that this is variance function function, and this is covariance function. Like that you can go on, and you can explain your diagrams, right? So this is one of the nice things over here. Now one of the more important features, how to save this whiteboard. This need not be saved explicitly, as I have told you. The things are going directly into your Google Drive, right? Even if you are not saving it, it is, if you are online and your stuffs are going directly to the Google Drive. Still now then also you have an option to save it, download it as a PDF. So you can download whole of your content as a PDF. So just click on these three ellipses, dots, and then you can just rename your jam. You can rename your board. Say for example, right now it is untitled jam. You can rename it to maths class 1 board. So like that you can just add it over there. Your name will appear here in this place, right? And then you can download it as a PDF. So I'm clicking on download as PDF. It will show me option. Now you can see here it is downloaded as PDF. So your jam, the whole whiteboard will be downloaded as PDF. So this is very good, right? The whole whiteboard. And now you can share your whiteboard to your student. Your student need not write as well as listen to you in the real time. They can just concentrate on your working, on your teaching, and later on they can just download your file, and they can just write it in their copy. So that is the beauty of this whiteboard. But we have to check whether the whiteboard is functional in the live classes as it is now or not. So this is what we have. So other options are there. So this is overall functionalities of this Jamboard. This is a very basic whiteboard that Google provides us, and it's a very good tool that the teachers can use right from their Google account, Gmail account. Okay, so now once again I will show you how to start a whiteboard. Just go to your Gmail, just go there on the dots, click on here all the Google services. You will see a Jamboard over here. Just click on Jamboard, it will start another new Jamboard for you. Write on it, create. Now how to create it? Just click on this plus. As you can see, the last Jamboard is being shown here, math class 1, right? And you can just click on this plus to create another Jamboard, and it will start you with another Jamboard. And here you go, you can write, you can excel. Thank you. So friends, today we will learn about how to use whiteboards with computer so as to take online classes easily. There are many tools which are available for whiteboards in computers, right? Now we can use any whiteboard, but as long as we are not able to write on those whiteboards fluently, then our purpose of writing will not be solved. So for that, a device is there for writing very swiftly, and that device is known as pen tablet. As you can see, this is one of such a kind of pen tablet which can be attached with your computer with a USB type connection. So you can see that USB type connection can be there for this. And then you will be provided with a pen, something like this, which is a special pen using which I could write over this pen tablet, and whatever I will write on the pen tablet will appear on the screen. So this particular screen will have all the notes which I would write here on the pen tablet. Okay, so this makes our teaching, means while teaching, it makes writing easier, and we can write more fluently, draw diagrams. As you can see, the mouse, we are controlling mouse with it, and we can annotate, we can jot down something. I do have, you can mark on the screen. You have a whiteboard over here. You can see I have a whiteboard. You can write, say for example, I'm going to teach about green revolution. I can swiftly write here green revolution, and that would solve the purpose of writing, right? And point number 1, point number 2, you can mention it like that and go on. So there are tools, many tools, whiteboard tools which are available. But if you have a device like this, it will make your life easier. So we do have in Kendriya Vidyalayas such devices supplied to us, while with the interactive boards, pen tablets were supplied. Those pen tablets can be used to get in connection to the whiteboard, and we can write it very easily. And now these whiteboards can be, while taking online classes, this your screen can be shared to the users, to the viewers, students, and whatever you will write here, it will be produced on their side too. So that's a simple thing. Now this device costs, this is an older device, what I have. It would cost rarely about 3,500. If you are going to take a newer device from Amazon, it will cost, the basic device will cost 3,000 up to 3,500 or so. There are many advanced versions of it which you may take. Now there are many other devices like microphones, as I have a professional microphone, but you can have a collar microphone with you, which cost nearly about 999 rupees, sorry, 999 rupees, and that can be attached with your computer, and you can speak fluently, and whatever you will speak, it will be heard by your students. So this is about how to take classes online. Thank you.
Now, as you can see that the time is coming uh, to arrive, that we have to take our class. Now, before taking class, I want to just check out whether my internet speed is okay or not. So just I'm going to check it from Google. Using Google, I will check it whether this internet speed is good or not. So I will just type here speed test, and as you can see that I'm going to execute the speed test. I have two internet connections. One is broadband, which I am using right now, and another is my Jio Wi-Fi, right? Means the Jio 4G connection, mobile connection. So let me test what is the speed right now. As you can see that the download speed is 3.22, and now it is going for upload speed. And this is I'm using in morning. That means I have not exhausted my fair usage part till now. So for this day I have 0.29 and 3.22. So this is quite fair speed. Oh, it's enough for taking the class. The 3.22 Mbps connection is there, and this will do, right? Our class will can go on easily with this. Now let me check if I am going to connect with my Geo. It would be around 5 Mbps or 10 Mbps maybe, but that has a limited stock of data. say 2 GB or 1 GB like that. And this broadband connection is fairly giving me unlimited uh, connectivity up to up to 2 GB per day or 4 GB per day. But after that, it will give me a connection of about 1 Mbps, right? So right now it is 3 Mbps. That is fairly enough for taking the class. Now it's 9:59, and I'm going to take my class, online class, start online class. And since I'm recording this session right now for the demo purpose, I will inform my students that they are being recorded. Okay, and real time you may or may not record your classes. That is up to you. But you can take help of many other screen recording softwares like OBS, etc., uh, which can record your sessions, right? But one suggestion is that if you are going to record sessions, you please inform the students that they are being recorded, so that the privacy is there, right? Or if you did not record, then no problem, no issue with that. So since I have to show this demo off, so I'm going to record, and I will tell my students that they are being recorded. So let us start the meeting. So just see here in the left hand side, we have join with Google Meet. Okay, so I will not narrate much of my during my classes. I will take simply the classes as it is. Narration I will do later on. So just I'm going to join with Google Meet. So just see here left side in the calendar. I'm in the calendar right now. So join, I will click on join with Google Meet, and it will lead me to the Google Meet, right? And here you can see there are options where you can just set up. There are settings, right, which you can do. Now here no one in is else here. It is showing that no one has joined till yet. So I will click on join now. So I have started my meeting. Now see here, one person was already waiting, so I will admit him. Okay, I have to admit all of them, right? So one by one I have to admit all of them, so that they can be joining my classes, right? So peoples are joining right now. Okay, peoples are joining right now. So this is the problem with when you are going to share the things with WhatsApp, right? So everybody will join, and in the real time you just have to admit them one by one. Okay, so I had to tell my students to stop their microphone. All of you, please turn off your microphones. So now the settings are there. Yeah, right now here you can see that you have settings. So go to the settings. Now here you can see that you have internal microphone, internal speaker. You can choose your microphone from here. I have another set of microphone that which I will not use right now, right? So AT stereo microphone is there, but I will use the built-in microphone of my computer. So I will not make any changes over here. Okay, so internal microphone built-in, that is I'm going to use right now. So welcome students. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Okay, okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Am I audible to you clearly?
Yes, sir.
So welcome back students. There was a technical glitch and we have frozen, and now right now we are being able to reconnect, and the session is as it was before the glitch. And now yeah, Ayan Kumar Das has joined. Very good. So now we have 10 peoples over here, and I expect nine more peoples to be joining this class, as I have sent that thing, that invitation to your WhatsApp group as well as Kaizala group, right? Yeah. Still people are coming here, so we have to admit them so that we can start our class. Here, if I am not going to invite you through on Ronak, can you tell me what we have learned in last class? We had a session on file programming that day, right? We had a session on file programming that day. What we have learned in file programming? Priyanshu, can you tell me what was being taught last day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, firstly, we have discussed the introduction to files handling. Then why files are essential to us,
Okay.
types of files,
Okay.
text file, binary files, CSV files,
Okay.
and what files it with Python supports.
Okay. Okay. So, children, we have learned so many things, right? Now I am going to ask you few questions regarding the previous day's session, right? And the question goes to Vijaya. What is the difference between a text file and a binary file, Vijaya? What is the difference between them?
A text file uh, consists of lines,
Okay.
sequence of lines, um, and uh, the lines. The line is क्या आता था वो?
Simply बताइए आप. You can just simply tell.
वो स्काई कोड में
Based
रहता
है,
है.
right? It was based on ASCII code, right? Okay.
हाँ, और
Binary?
और text file are stored on permanent storage.
हाँ, both of them are stored in permanent storage.
अच्छा.
Okay.
और binary file.
Okay, Abhishek.
binary
Okay,
file.
okay, Vijaya. Thank you for your
सर.
Yeah.
याद आया.
Yeah, go on.
बाइनरी फाइल्स को हम यूज करते हैं मतलब बाइनरी फाइल क्या बोल रही हूँ सर, सॉरी. मतलब उसमें हम लोग इमेजेस स्टोर कर सकते हैं. बाइनरी फाइल में इमेजेस स्टोर करते हैं, वीडियो फाइल्स, ऑडियो फाइल्स एक्सेट्रा.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, good. Okay, so you turn off your microphone. Abhishek, over to you. What is the difference between binary and text file?
सर टेक्स्ट फाइल वो एक कंसिस्ट ऑफ सीक्वेंस ऑफ लाइन, और एक जो लाइन है वो एक कैरेक्टर का सीक्वेंस है.
Okay.
और बाइनरी फाइल जो होता है वो बाइनरी डाटा को स्टोर करता है, जैसे इमेजेस, वीडियो फाइल्स, ऑडियो फाइल्स.
What is the form in which it stores the file, this data?
बाइनरी फाइल
In which form?
सर 0 1 में ही ना करेगा बाइनरी है.
Okay, right. So, Ritesh, can you tell me what is CSV? What are CSV files? What are CSV files?
Sir,
Ritesh? Right.
In yesterday's
Okay, you didn't attend it. Okay. You were absent, right? Correct. So, Arpan, can you tell what are CSV files? Arpan, are you on the line? You can go on and tell. Okay, I think Arpan is not listening to me. I think maybe Shyam can answer it. Shyam.
Sir,
Yeah, Arpan, go on. Why you were not listening? Just hold on, bhai. What are CSV?
CSV files are a comma separated file.
Okay. Comma separated
Sir,
file. Yeah, go on.
Sir, that uses comma to separate values.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the significance of those type of files? What is the significance of CSV files?
Sir,
CSV files have their
sir, it
significance.
consists.
Yeah, go on.
Sir, that.
Okay, you know it or not?
No, sir.
Okay, then I want answer from Ayan. Okay,
Sir.
Okay, Arpan, you can just
Sir.
bolo. Go on.
Sir, it allows data to save in a tabular format.
Okay, Arpan. That is not all about that you said. Please go through the things that you have learned last day. No, go through the notes and find out. I want Ayan to answer it. Ayan, can you answer it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are CSV files?
Sir, CSV files are comma separated value files.
Okay.
Sir, its significance is to store huge amounts of information.
Okay.
Or this. Sir, CSV file contain numbers and letters only.
Okay.
These are simple plain text.
Okay, they are simple plain text file. Okay, and what is the
Yes.
most important part that you are missing? For what purpose it is being used? What it enhances? What the CSV file enhances? What capability of programming it enhances?
Sir, large data can be stored in the form of comma separated values.
Okay, Ayush, good. But I want the exact answer. For what purpose the CSV files are being used mainly? There are text file, there are binary file, but there is a specialty about CSV file which makes it capable of being used at those particular scenario, those special scenarios. Can you tell? कुछ अलग सी बात है उसमें, कुछ है एक.
Sir, it exchange data.
हाँ टू
Sir, it exchange data.
Exchange. Okay, you want to tell that it exchanges data. Can anybody explain that point? It exchanges data. Can anybody explain that point? Siddharth, can you explain it?
Sir,
Siddharth, I want answer from Siddharth. Just wait, Arpan, just wait. Siddharth, can you tell me? I hope your microphone is working, Siddharth. If not,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go on.
Sir.
Can you tell
Yes,
about
sir.
what is the specialty? What Ayan wanted to tell that it helps in exchange of data. What it meant?
Sir, I really don't know, sir.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, good. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं है. Prerna, can you try?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, go on.
सर जो डेटाबेस प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं और एनालिटिकल सॉफ्टवेयर ये सब होता है उसमें मैसिव इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर का जरूरत होता है, तो वो CSV फॉर्म में वो स्टोर होता है मैसिव इंफॉर्मेशन. तो CSV फाइल इसके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है स्टोर करना.
ओके, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. Good. I hope the pictures that are coming in my front of yours are the profile pictures, right? You have pasted it on your Google profile, and that's why it is coming up. Okay. So ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं है. That we will sort out. And ठीक है, सही है प्रेरणा. That आपने जो बताया है वो correct है. It is helpful in exchanging the data, huge amount of data. Whenever there is a need of storing huge amount of data, in such type of situation, these CSV files are very much helpful. Right now, you know that there are COVID cases around the world, and it is generating day by day. It is generating huge amount of data, right, about patients, and those data can be stored easily in a very plain text format called as CSV formats, and it can be ported and it can be exchanged to many other servers as and when required, right? So that is very plain and simple format in which the data can be stored, right? So we have discussed about that in our previous class. Now let us start our class today, and we have total 13 participants right now. So I want just to take attendance of this particular thing. आपका attendance में ले लो. Okay, so just give your attendance once. आप लोग सभी लोग attendance दीजिए अपना, ताकि मेरे को नोट रहे कि आप लोग में से कौन कौन अटेंड किए हो क्लासेस. ओके, सो टुडे इज 17th. अभिनव कुमार, अभिषेक कुमार
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके, अर्पण पॉल प्रेजेंट है. आयुष,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Present. Vijaya, she is present.
Present, sir.
Chandra Prakash. Okay. Dhananjay Pratap, absent.
Yes,
है?
sir.
Present है Dhananjay. Okay. Okay. Manish Prasad, absent है. प्रेरणा कुमारी प्रेजेंट है. प्रियांशु प्रेजेंट है. पूर्वक विश्वास नॉट प्रेजेंट. राज नॉट प्रेजेंट. रितेश वर्मा.
Present, sir.
ओके. शाश्वत सिन्हा absent है. She must be present because I have sent him invitation. श्याम सुंदर विश्वास.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then Siddharth present है.
Yes.
सुमित कुमार महतो. Well, Ronak Kumari.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she was present. Ayan Das is present. So there are total 13 people who are present in this class, right? So let us start our classes. The rest of the thing. Now we are going to use a new type of whiteboard today. Instead of using the formal whiteboard that we used to take help of with my Teams classes, Microsoft Teams classes. Now I will go for that particular whiteboard. So just wait a minute. You will able to see my screen right now. I'm going to share my screen, okay, with you. So for that we have to just go for that. Yeah, in my Google account, no, I do have one whiteboard called that is Jamboard. So just open it, and here you can see that we do have a plus symbol with Jamboard. With Jamboard we do have a plus symbol. Just click on this plus symbol and it will start this one, the session, right? So now this is the board which is coming before you, and here I can write with the help of this pen, right? And I have a pen tablet with me, so that I can just use that pen tablet and will be able to write on this particular board. The details of pen tablet will be given in the short while. Now this is how the pen will work. So we are learning today what? We are learning today file handling. So now as you can see there is a lagging in this thing, okay? When we are using whiteboard with online class and a real-time class, no, this is quite lagging. When I was not using, I was using this without being in class, then it was fine, it was working fine. But when with the class, and when I am in the class, real-time class, no, this is lagging a few bit of thing, right? थोड़ा lagging कर रहा है. Okay, when I was not in the class, I was not taking the class, it was working fine. The Jamboard was working fine. But now, right now, it is lagging a bit, right? Now let me see whether I can use it with the screen sharing or not. So students, I am going to share my screen right now to you. Just confirm me whether you are able to see my screen or not. Okay? मैं अपना स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ. आप लोग जरा देखो कि आप मुझे मेरा स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हो कि नहीं. जस्ट आप लोग जरा मेरे को कंफर्म करना है इसको. Okay, I'm going to present my screen. So just click on present now, and you, once again I will show you. Just go on the present now button. Just click on the present now. It will give you the options, entire screen, window, and Chrome tab. Just click on the entire screen. Choose the entire screen and share. Click on share. That's it. Now I think the screen will be presented to you, students. The whole screen will be presented to you. Now you can just minimize that Chrome tab. Okay, the Chrome window you can minimize. And students, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Sir, yes, sir.
दिखाई मिल रहा है ना सबको? स्क्रीन दिखाई मिल रहा है ना? Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So एक बात का आपसे opinion लेना है, whether this the audio is in good quality or not. The audio is good. It is coming good to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Audio is coming good. Okay, ठीक है. No problem. No issue. So now let us move on to that thing, that board. Okay. So board is here, Jamboard. So students, can you see my board? That Jamboard. File programming.
Yes, sir.
is written.
Whiteboard writing.
Yeah. Correct. You are correct. Now you can just turn off your microphone so that I can speak and you can hear it clearly, right? So now I'm going to just full screen my view, okay, so that you can see it quite good.
Now so let me change the background of my whiteboard so that it becomes a blackboard. Okay, and let me change my color of my pen to white so that it appears cool to you, and as well as it doesn't hampers your eyesight. Okay, आपके आंखों को भी परेशान ना करे. So हम लोग क्या देख रहे थे? We were learning file programming, right? Okay, file programming. Now you can see that it is lagging quite, it is lagging a quite. Okay, ये मेरे पेन टैबलेट को थोड़ा सा लैगिंग कर रहा है ना? ये हमारे पेन टैबलेट के साथ थोड़ा. ओके, आप लोगों में से कोई अगर स्क्रीन टच कर रहा है तो अभी नहीं करेंगे, प्लीज़ डोंट डू इट. थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है ये, है ना? आपके पास कैसा पहुंच रहा है ये? मतलब इज इट ओके?
सर नॉट सर, नो ओके.
इट्स नॉट ओके, नो? थोड़ा सा जैम
सर आपका जैसा लैग कर रहा है
फाइल का F1 नहीं दिख रहा है सर, फाइल का F1 नहीं दिख रहा है.
ओ अच्छा, बाकी नहीं आ रहा है आपके पास अभी?
बाकी सब आ रहा है सर, बाकी सब आ रहा है.
ओके
हाँ
ओके.
सर अभी ठीक है.
देखो ये अपने आप चल रहा है. ये somebody is writing it or writing on it or not? आप लोग में से कोई लिख रहा है क्या? सच बताना जरा, बिकॉज दैट विल हैम्पर. मतलब वो मेरे को चेक करना है. जस्ट आई वांट टू जस्ट मेक इट श्योर. आप लोग
No, sir.
आप लोग लिख सकते हो कि नहीं बोर्ड पे? देखो तो जरा, जस्ट ट्राई इट वंस.
नो सर.
ओके ओके,
No, sir.
यू कैन नॉट राइट. ओके, ठीक है. सो ये अपने आप इस पे ले रहा है, तो इट इज लैगिंग अ क्वाइट, राइट? वाइट बोर्ड ना रन टाइम में लैग कर रहा है. सो आई विल गो फॉर माई वाइट बोर्ड, राइट? I will use my whiteboard, the offline whiteboard. This is online whiteboard. This is Jam. Google Jam is online whiteboard. Now let me try my own offline whiteboard. I think that would work very well. Since I am sharing my screen, it will not be difficult for you to follow up. So let me turn on my annoter. This is a free software, IPEVO annoter, and yeah, that's it. So let me start my whiteboard over here. So now it is okay, students. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Is it okay right now?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
sir. Yes sir.
ठीक है ना? सही आ रहा है ना अब? ठीक है. सो IPVO annoter के साथ ये सही चल रहा है. It is going good. Okay. So file programming, this is session 2, students. Now let us concentrate on the study. Okay. So we have seen about text file, we have seen about binary files, we have talked about CSV files. Right now we are going to learn about what how to create a text file. So today our topic will be creating text file in Python. Creating a text file in Python. Creating a text file in Python. Now, how to create a text file? The steps for creating the text files are: number 1, you have to create a file object. Create a file object. First, you have to create a file object. Secondly, you have to open that file. Open that file object and connect it with the physical file present in your path. Whatever path you have in your hard drive, just to that path you connect that file object with the physical file. Third is use read and write function. Read and write functions.
so as to store values within a file. So as to store values within a file. Okay. And then after doing the operations, the next part is the fourth part is the fourth step is do the possible operations with the file object and then fifth is close the file object. So these are the 5 different points or steps you need to take while accessing the files or while trying to make text files in Python. So Python में text file को create करने का ये तरीका है. This is the way how you would create text files in Python. Okay. So we will need to go through these individual steps one by one and see how we can create a text file in Python and how could we possibly perform a read and write operation with that text file, right? What I will do, I am going to create one simple text file. Which will contain names of all of you, all the students of class 12 science. I want to store the names of all students, all computer science students of class 12 science in that file, so that the Python program can read and write those names as and when possible, right? So to do that, what I have to do the first step was to create a file object. So first you have to create what? You have to create a file object. So for doing that, what to do? Can you tell me what is to be done to create a file object? Abhishek, can you tell how to create a file object?
So, create.
How can we create a file object?
तो एमएस ये उसमें जाके फाइल अलग से फाइल बनाना.
No. Using Python program, we need to create a file. I'm not talking about using any software and creating a file. Now we are going to, remember students, now we are going to make text files using Python programs. है ना, Python programs को use करके हम text file बनाना चाहते हैं. We want to start text file. We want to read and write text files into text files using file objects. So file objects का use करके हमको अभी ये करना है. We want to do that, right? कैसे करेंगे? How to do it?
सर एक वेरिएबल लेंगे, फाइल वेरिएबल कोई, और उसके बाद ओपन करेंगे उसको, मतलब ओपन जो फंक्शन है उसको यूज करके.
ठीक है, वो तो ठीक है, that is okay. But open function का use करेंगे, right? So let us do that. Let us student try to read and write a file. एक simple file मैं बनाने जा रहा हूँ और उसमें कुछ text लिखने जा रहा हूँ. I am going to write some text in that file, right? उस file में मैं कुछ text लिखने जा रहा हूँ, okay? And I will just simply store that text into that file. उस file में मैं उस text को मैं रखूँगा, store करूँगा, okay? So let us first create that file. So now there are 2 operations. याद रखना, सभी लोग सुनो ध्यान से. Operations on file. there are two operations that can be performed on files. कौन कौन सा दो ऑपरेशन फाइल्स के ऊपर किया जा सकता है? नंबर वन, रीडिंग, रीड, राइट, एंड नंबर टू इज write. You just remember that reading a file means, remember that reading a file means inputting from file, inputting from file. You want to input values from file, that is what is reading, reading a file. Writing into a file means, writing back into the file means outputting to a file. So you must remember this particular difference. Reading a file means you want to input values from the file. Writing to a file means you want to save the values to the file. अभी तक क्या कर रहे थे? What you were doing till now? अभी तक जो वैल्यूज आप रीड और राइट कर रहे थे वो कहाँ कर रहे थे? Where you were doing that? बताओ. अभी तक जितना पाइथन प्रोग्राम आपने देखा है वहां पर जो भी रीड एंड राइट ऑपरेशन कर रहे थे, मतलब जो भी आप वैल्यूज डाल रहे थे, वेरिएबल का वैल्यूज इनपुट ले रहे थे या आउटपुट कर रहे थे, कहाँ कर रहे थे? वेयर यू वेर डूइंग इट? रितेश, नहीं, अभी फाइल मोड की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. नॉर्मली अभी तक जो भी प्रोग्राम देखा आपने, फाइल को छोड़ दो, जस्ट लीव द फाइल. Just you tell me till now whatever you have seen till now, okay, whatever Python program you have done till now, उसमें फाइल को छोड़कर, फाइल प्रोग्रामिंग छोड़कर, excluding the file programming, whatever programs you have seen till now, in that programs where do we are going to read and write values? values को read and write कहाँ कर रहे थे? आइडल में कर रहे थे ना. कहाँ पर? मतलब कैसे इनपुट कैसे कर रहे थे वैल्यूज को? You were keyboard से, right, correct. You were using keyboards to input the values, right? You were typing the values into the keyboards and that was being feeded to the your program. That was being feeded to the program, right? आपके प्रोग्राम को वो फीड हो जा रहा था. Those values were feeded to your program. But right now you are going to what? Right now you are going to input the values not from your keyboard. Now you are going to input those values from a file which is stored in your hard drive. A file is already being made और उसमें कुछ लिखा हुआ है, उसमें से आप रीड करना चाहते हो वैल्यूज को. दोनों का डिफरेंस समझो जरा. Just try to understand the difference. First you were trying to take values or input values till now, अभी तक you were trying to input values from the keyboard, from user through keyboard, right? Right, but now onwards when we are going for file programming, we will try to take or input values not from the keyboard. We will read those values from the file. It will directly come from the file. So यूजर को क्या करना पड़ेगा? पहले से फाइल में वो सेव करके रख देगा वैल्यूज को, बहुत सारा. सपोज करो 1000 10,000 वैल्यूज है, वहां से हम क्या कर सकते हैं? रीड कर सकते हैं वैल्यूज को प्रोग्राम में. सो अभी तक प्रोग्राम में वैल्यूज कहाँ से जा रहा था? कीबोर्ड से. लेकिन अब कहाँ से इनपुट होगा? फाइल से इनपुट होगा. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज रीडिंग फ्रॉम द फाइल. इसी को हम लोग कहते हैं रीडिंग फ्रॉम द फाइल. अब जरा आउटपुट के बारे में बात करते हैं. अभी तक आउटपुट कहाँ से हो रहा था? अभी तक आउटपुट कहाँ से हो रहा था? अभी तक के प्रोग्राम में आउटपुट कहाँ दिखा रहे थे तुम? वेयर यू वेयर शोइंग योर आउटपुट?
Sir,
monitor, correct. Console. You were showing your output on the console, correct? But now you will not show your output onto the console. Where you will show your output?
File.
Yeah, you will print your outputs. You will save your outputs into the data file. आप अपने आउटपुट्स को आप डायरेक्टली डेटा फाइल में लिखोगे ताकि वो क्या हो जाए? परमानेंटली स्टोर हो. Why this change is needed? This change is needed because now you want a permanent solution to save those data. Till now, whatever program you were writing in Python, it won't allow you to save your data.
But right now, using file programming, we are going to try to save our data into the files, and then later on we want to read those saved data from the file. So reading from the file means taking the input of the data from the file. Writing back to the file means we are going to write or save the data, output the data onto the file. So outputting to a file means writing back to the data file, and reading from the file means inputting from the file. तो ये दो चीजें हैं, जरा इनको ध्यान रखना है. Previously you were using your keyboard to input the values. Now you will use read method. You will use read method to input values from the files instead of keyboards. And you will use write method to write your output back into the file so that it is saved permanently. Purpose क्या है भाई? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? The purpose is to permanently save those data into the file. फाइल में परमानेंटली सेव करना है डेटा को, फाइल में परमानेंटली सेव करना है डेटा को, ये इसका पर्पस है. और वो पर्पस बखूबी सॉल्व हो सकता है इफ यू आर गोइंग टू रीड, परफॉर्म रीड एंड राइट, इनपुट एंड आउटपुट ऑन टू द फाइल rather than on your console. कंसोल में नहीं करना है. अब आपको डेस्कटॉप पे नहीं करना है. अब आपको कीबोर्ड से इनपुट लेकर आउटपुट आपको मॉनिटर में नहीं दिखाना है. दिखा सकते हो, दैट इज वन थिंग, बट अल्टीमेटली वेयर योर डेटा इज गोइंग टू बी सेव्ड, योर डेटा इज गोइंग टू बी सेव्ड टू फाइल. फाइल में जाकर सेव होना है डेटा. सो ये एक बिग डिफरेंस है ऑपरेशन ऑन फाइल्स. फाइल में जब ऑपरेशन किया जाता है तो हम लोग को ये दोनों ऑपरेशन जानना पड़ेगा. वी नीड टू लर्न हाउ टू रीड अ फाइल. We need to learn how to write into the file. So let us start with inputting from the file. फाइल में से इनपुट कैसे किया जाएगा और फाइल को बनाया कैसे जाएगा. Writing to the file and reading from the file, right? So we will see that. So let me just show you how to write into the file. सबसे पहले तो हम लोग ये देखेंगे फाइल में राइट कैसे किया जाता है. फर्स्ट वी विल क्रिएट वन फाइल एंड देन वी विल रीड बैक. तो कभी कभी हम पहले रीड करते हैं फिर राइट सिखाते हैं, बट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू फर्स्ट हाउ टू राइट इनटू द फाइल. सो राइटिंग इनटू द फाइल, राइट. आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज राइटिंग इनटू अ टेक्स्ट फाइल. रिमेंबर द स्टूडेंट्स, वी आर डीलिंग विथ टेक्स्ट फाइल्स. टिल नाउ वी आर नॉट डीलिंग विथ बाइनरी फाइल्स. हम लोग बाइनरी फाइल्स को रीड एंड राइट नहीं कर रहे हैं. What we are doing, we are doing reading and writing operation on text files. So writing into the text files. Text files पे हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं? लिखने जा रहे हैं, राइट करने जा रहे हैं. Okay. So I hope this desktop is visible to you. आपको दिख रहा है desktop? Okay. So this is how it goes on. Students, are you able to view whatever is written on the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Writing
Okay.
into the text.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem, no issue. Let us continue. So the first step to writing to the text file is simple. The steps are, first is the same steps are to be taken. Whatever general steps I have given, 5 steps, the same steps has to be taken. But here one minor difference will be there. First will be to create a file object. Create a file object. Just student, I have to take one call. एक मिनट थोड़ा सा रुकिएगा. Okay, so let us continue करते हैं. So create a file object. First you have to create a file object. Then number two, you have to what? You have to use what? Which function? There are functions to write into the files, right? आप use करोगे कौन सा function? You will use these 3 functions to write into the file. कौन सा? Use write or
write lines functions to write into the file object created in first step, step 1. स्टेप 1 में जो फाइल ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया उस पर आप रीड एंड राइट करोगे, राइट करेंगे, राइट. आइदर यू कैन यूज राइट एंड और यू कैन यूज राइट लाइन्स. there is a major difference between them. I will just tell you about it. And the third point is, after performing this write operation, what you have to do, you have to close the file. So don't forget to close the file. So close the file object, and that's it. So these are the 3 steps that you would take to write into the text file. टेक्स्ट फाइल को राइट करने के लिए ये 3 स्टेप आपको लेना पड़ेगा. I will just share this board work with your group, no problem. I will save and share the board work, right? Now let me show you this program. Let us see one program regarding how to write into the text files. Let us see. I'm taking help of idle to write into a text file. So now I hope the idle is visible to you, students. Idle देख पा रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody can see my idle screen, no? So we have another 8 minutes in our hand, because this session will be restricted to 1 hour only. This is one restriction or limitation of this platform, that only 1 hour classes can be taken, right? So we need to stop our class by 11. Okay. So just 8 minutes in our hand to create that file program.
Sir.
Yeah. बोलो. Speak.
सर मतलब आज से हम लोग क्या गूगल मीट में ही मिलेंगे?
We will talk about it. Okay. We'll talk about it. Is it okay? Is it okay for you? आपका मैं डिसीजन लेने के बाद ही हम लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे इस पे. Okay. If it is fine and okay with all of you, then we can just move on with this. Okay. So new file. I'm going to new file, and then I can write here what I can write in the new file. I can just start with the code. So what I am going to create, I want to create a text file and write few names in it and save. उसको सेव करना है. कैसे करना है? The first step was to create a file object, right? The first step was to create a file object. For that, you need not do anything, just create that file object. So I am going to create a output object. Since I am going to write into the file, that means what? We are going to output into the file, right? अभी मैंने समझाया था आपको, writing into a file means outputting into a file. So I am going to create a out object, out obj. You can give any name of the variable, no problem. And then you just use open function. There is one function called open function which will create that file. But where to open? You have to mention the path in which the file should be opened and the name of the file. You should be giving names to your physical file, isn't it? As you have seen in my previous class, that I have created few files, but every time I need to give the names to those files. Say for example, if you are going to create a new text file, you must save it with a name. So the name has to be given. So I am going to give the name. So say for example, our first file. And you can give any extension. Let us give it as extension as txt, because it is a text file. That's it, a string. And after giving the name, in the this open function accepts 2 parameters. The first parameter is the name or the path of the file. If you want to create this file into the D drive, then you simply add this one, D://. That's it. It will create this file into your D drive. But right now I am not doing this, because I want to create this file in my current working directory. Wherever this Python program will be created, in that directory only this file will be created. Okay. By default, it will be created in the current directory.
in which you are right now writing the Python program. Okay, so I will leave it to that only. You can just change it to your D drive so that everything is there in the D drive, okay, or F drive or any drive you want. Yes, I think window will not allow you to write directly into C drive. C drive में लिखने नहीं देगा directly क्योंकि वो hidden होता है, वो write protected होता है because of that. But you choose any other drive to write the files directly into that particular drive. And after giving the file name, what you have to give is, you must give file mode, and you are going to give a write mode. Write mode means you are going to write into the file, and that's why you are giving a W. I will talk more about modes of file, write mode, read mode. I will talk about them later on. Right now, just this is how I am creating my file object. So this is step 1, and that is step 1, creating a file object. File object and associating it with associating it with what? Physical file, physical name, physical file name, physical file name. Okay, now after this, what we have to do, we have to take input from user, few names, and then write it into the file. So what you have to do, you just simply write what you just I'm going to write, I'm using this out obj dot write, and here I will just type few things. Say for example, I'm going to write Abhishek, one name, then comma Prerna, another name, and then Sabita, another name, and then Rekha, another name. So like that I'm going to put few names over here, right? डबल कोट्स में बंद कर दिया हमने, एंड आई कैन गिव अ फ्यू अदर नेम्स ऑल्सो. ओके, सो बंद कर दिया. आउट ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट राइट हो गया. नाउ लेट अस, so what we have done in this second step, we have written data into the file object में write किया. तो एक्चुअली फाइल ऑब्जेक्ट में नहीं राइट किया. where we have written this data, we have written this data into the actual physical file में लिख दिया हमने. और उसके बाद फिर क्या करना है, simply out obj dot close, close कर देना फाइल को, and this will simply create a text file into your current directory. आपके current directory में इसको वो क्या करेगा, रख देगा, current directory में स्टोर कर देगा. So इसको रन करते हैं. Let us execute this code, run the module, and let me write one message over here so that you can understand file is written. So I will print one message, file created successfully. Okay, हो गया. Now let us run it, execute it. File 1, name it. Now it is showing file created successfully. Let us check what was the name of our file. हमारा फाइल का नाम क्या था, remember, याद है? What was the name of our file, students?
Our first file.
Okay, now you see this one, our first file .txt, and the names are there. Just see here, है ना? ये हमारे पाथ में चला आया है, और उसमें जो हमने प्रोग्राम में लिखा था ना, वॉट एवर वी हैव गिवन इन द प्रोग्राम इज बिंग रिटन इनटू द फाइल में चला गया. इस तरह आप यूजर से मांगकर जो भी इनपुट करोगे, आप डायरेक्टली क्या कर सकते हो, यू कैन राइट बैक इनटू द फाइल. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड हाउ वी हैव रिटन इनटू द फाइल में कैसे राइट किया हमने? सो एक्चुअल में जाकर वो कहाँ सेव हो गया, करंट डायरेक्टरी में आपको वो फाइल बना लिया. तो जरूर ना जरूर वो करंट डायरेक्टरी में माई डॉक्यूमेंट्स में जाकर फाइल बना लेगा. So let me show you my documents में होगा जरूर. Let us go to the my documents and see the current file must be there. Yeah, this one. See here, our first file .txt. You can see this is the file which is actually physical file which is actually created using that program. Using the program we have created this file. So this is the end of our session, students. Hope this program is being understood by you. Okay, आप लोग इसको समझ लिए हो, इस प्रोग्राम को सभी लोगों ने देखा है, और we will continue with that. But before moving on, I want to give you one homework. Just write it. One homework I want to give. all of you, please note. Students, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
we are
sir.
present.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, homework. Just write homework. Question is, create a text file and write names of 5 cities into it. Then create a text file and store all the names which a user inputs in separate lines in the file. So these are the 2 questions to be done by you. All of you, please send the solution for these questions to me by tomorrow 12 o'clock. Okay, means noon, 12 noon. By 12 noon you should send me this homework so that it can be checked, and please send it to the WhatsApp group so that I can check it right there. Okay, and I hope the session was good for you and it was not difficult for you. आप लोग सभी लोगों को ठीक लगा होगा ये सेशन, है ना? So
Yes, sir.
can you give your feedback?
Sir, question.
Can you give your feedback? Just you tell me your question. Tell me your question.
Sir, in the last file, why you have used the W?
Yeah, that is a file mode, beta. That is a file mode, right? We have lot many file modes. We will learn it in the next session. In the coming session, we will learn it about the different file modes, right? There are many other modes, right? Write mode, read mode. Because we are going to save into the file. We are going to write into the file. That's why we are using W. W stands for write. Okay, write mode. We are writing into the file. That is why we are using what? The W, right? Let me show you the code so that you can just understand it. कोड को मैं शेयर करता हूँ, आप देख लो, है ना? Yeah. So you can see here it is written what? W. So W stands for write mode. So there are many other modes, right? Like read mode, read write mode, write read mode, W plus mode, R plus mode. There are many modes like this. W R, WR, R plus, W plus. There are many modes like this. We will talk about them later.
Sir.
Bol. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, means in both our homeworks we will use this W.
Yeah, you have to use W mode because you are going to write into the file, no? You just have to simply understand that we are going to write into the file. Now we have learnt what? We have learnt how to create a file. कैसे क्रिएट करना है फाइल और उसमें डाटा कैसे रखना है, स्टोर कैसे करना है, ये हमने सीखा है ना. राइट नाउ वी हैव लर्नड हाउ टू स्टोर अ फाइल, how to write into the file. So we will use what? Only write mode. Okay, so both the question demands you to use what? Write mode ही demand कर रहा है दोनों question. Okay, so I hope I hope you have got your answer, Arpan. And if anybody has other doubt apart from Arpan's doubt, कोई और कुछ डाउट अगर है किसी को तो पूछ सकते हो आप अभी. You can just carry on with your doubt. Till now this system has not thrown us out, है ना? ये प्लेटफॉर्म अभी तक हमें आउट नहीं किया है अभी तक, तो अभी तक है हम लोग यहाँ जीवित, है ना? इसका मतलब 1 घंटा तो बीत गया है ऑलरेडी, 1 घंटा तो बीत गया है. 14 पीपल्स आर देयर. हु हैज़ ज्वाइंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स? कौन ज्वाइन किया? एक और जन 14 लोग दिखा रहा है, जिसका अटेंडेंस नहीं लिया मैंने. प्लीज़ टेल योर नेम. Okay, anyhow, dear students, we now will end our class, and now I want your true suggestions and true feedbacks, right? कैसा था ये environment? मतलब आपका गूगल, हमने टीम्स यूज़ किया है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स. आई वॉन्ट योर ऑनेस्ट सजेशंस, ओके, सो दैट वी कैन कंटिन्यू विद दिस, और वी विल कंटिन्यू विद दैट. और दैट इज़, दोनों में से किसी का, मेरा कोई अपना कोई वो नहीं है, बायसनेस नहीं है. यूज ओके. महक कुमारी इज टेलिंग नाइस. ओके, मैसेज भी है, देखो मैसेजिंग करने का भी टेक्निक है इसमें. ओके, वी हैव
सर यही अच्छा है ज़्यादा.
ये अच्छा है ज़्यादा. अच्छा, ये अच्छा है. ओके, वेरी गुड. साउंड क्वालिटी अच्छा है, साउंड क्वालिटी अच्छा है स्टूडेंट्स. आई वांट योर ऑनेस्ट फीडबैक. ओके, अभिषेक कुमार, यस, गुड. महक कुमारी, तो